Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Paul Sainz with Insane Sports Podcast, and I'm sitting here with not only a special guest, but somebody I grew up with, man, holding dear to my heart, Micah Robinson. How you doing, brother?
Great, I'm great, man. Happy to be on, man.
Here it
Spend
is.
time with my brother.
You already know, man. I had to bring you on, man. It's important. I know a lot of people was waiting for this episode. Not only the people we grew up with, but you got fans of your own, man. And I want them to really get a chance to sit down and get to know who you are and what you do, man, outside of the football world, and you know how we even got to being there. You get what I'm saying? So, we're getting started, man. How you doing today, man? What's going on your way?
I'm doing good, man. I can't complain. Just got off of work not too long ago, so just really at the house with the kids right now until my girl get home. So just chilling, can't complain.
Talking about with the kids, man. Might ride with the kids. It's different, man.
Papa Mike, man, you
I
feel me?
like Hey man, so I want to start with like honestly, you know, coming from the city of Cleveland, letting them know, how did you how has the city of Cleveland like been an asset to who you are and made you who you are today?
I feel like the city of Cleveland definitely bred me because if you're from Cleveland, you know it's really a football town, for real, for real. Yeah. Even the Browns ain't won in a long time, but Cleveland really always been a football city for sure. So it really bred in me on my like toughness and grit. Like it gave me a lot of that for real, for real. And then at the end of the day, like when you're in Cleveland, you're gonna always play with some dogs, for real, for real. Play against some dogs if you're really involved in football from a young age, because a lot of talent in Cleveland.
So is football your first sport, or what were you brought up doing?
Okay, so when I first started, like as a child, when I'm growing up, I always was lucky wanted to be a basketball player. You feel me? That was my thing. I thought I was gonna be like the next LeBron. You feel me? But so it's weird for me, to be honest with you. So when I was like in fourth or fifth grade, my mom would be a basketball player, but my elementary school never had no basketball team or football team. I went to Robert A. Jameson, by the way. You feel me? All my
Yeah.
Cleveland people, we ain't had no football team, no basketball team, nothing like that. So I never really got a chance to really hop on the basketball team. But in Cleveland, we got a big mini league thing, so I got a chance to go out there and play for Umoja Jaguars, as they're called. Those Umoja Panthers at first, then they went to Jaguars. But yeah, I played for them as a child, and when I was first started playing, I really wasn't good. I was just out there playing because all my friends were playing football and stuff like that. But as like I got older and grew to my body and stuff like that, like my ninth grade year of high school, that's when I really started playing football, taking it serious, and it really became like easy to me type deal. Like it came naturally to me more than like basketball really did as I started growing up. So so my love for basketball was first, and then when I started playing football, it all switched over.
So were you always the bigger person in the room? Were you always like the biggest one out there on the field?
For most of my life, I was always the biggest person in the room for sure. Like when I was in kindergarten, people used to think I was like the second or third grade, but I was always like the big guy compared to everybody in my age type deal.
Yeah. So with the Muni League, I want people to. There it is. I'm sorry about that. Shout out to the Muni League. I want people to really know that, like, when you playing Cleveland sports and you playing football, Muni League is one of the places that you come up in, especially if you're a dog. That's where you first like kind of got your feet underneath you. You
For
know what I
sure,
mean? Shout out to those coaches that we grew up with that helped mold us and
for
that brought
sure.
us to where we are today. But there also was a weight limit when you played Muni League. Now, did that affect you in any way being able to play sports at a young age?
That affected me a lot, bro. Like my first few years, but I feel like it affected me a lot, but also helped me in the
Hold
long
on,
run.
Michael, your mic.
Okay, my bad. I was saying it affected me a lot, but it also helped me in the long run. Can you hear me better?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the mic.
I'm talking about. Hello? You hear me? You hear me?
People in the comments, let us know if you can hear us. If you have any issues with the mic, I'm not hearing you on my end.
I can hear you.
If you want, you could click out, click back in.
Oh,
So again, people watching, sorry about those issues. As I was speaking before about Muni League, man. If you come up in the city of Cleveland, everybody knows that you come through Muni League football, man. And that's like our Pop Warner. But at the time, they had a weight limit. So if you weren't a certain weight, you weren't able to play. And so you had certain players that was running around the whole time, having to actually lose weight the whole practice. And that was something that you saw the bigger guys wearing the trash bags, trying to cut weight and trying to make weight for the team. So that's what you dealt with in Muni League. But we're going to bring Micah back on. We was having some issues with being able to hear him. But we're definitely going to speak towards Muni League. I'm excited to actually sit down with Micah because he's somebody that's been pivotal. There it is.
you hear me?
Yes, sir. There it is.
There it is. We back.
Yeah, man. They was trying to take us out, man. We ain't having it.
Can't have it not today. Can't stop
Yeah.
the
So,
link.
so we was talking about the Muni League experience and being able to make weight. I was just letting them know how difficult that was.
Oh yeah. So as I was saying, being a young guy, I was always like one of the biggest guys, like for sure in height. So I know like in mini league, like people at my age limit was probably, like 100 pounds, something like that. And I could never really get down to something like that. So with that being said, like if I was age for a peewee, they made me go bantamweight, which is like, 11, 12, 13 type deal. That's most of the guys at that age, but they was like, the weight limit was like 120, 130, something like that for them kids. So I always had to go up and play with the higher kids. So what at the time it made me hate football, you feel me? Because it was just like everything was going too fast at that age for me. You feel me? It was just moving too fast. I was playing with older kids. But like I said, when I got older, playing with people my age and my size, it made it a lot much easier for me. And I grew into my body as well too around that age. So Muni League, like I said, it was good for me and bad for me because that weight limit thing. If I was able to play with my younger kids, my age limit, it probably been better for me as far as like developing and understanding the game better. But
Mm-hmm.
it all at the end of the day, it all helped.
Yeah, playing with the older guys, that's giving you a chance to really test yourself.
For
And
sure.
off camera, we spoke, of course, about the game and everything. But I want to clarify this with you. Was it a time that you wanted to quit football in high school, or
Not in
that
high
you came up against that? It was a time that you kind of was falling out of love with the game.
in high school, not necessarily. So basically, for me in high school, like right before high school, like my eighth grade year, that summer right there, going into my ninth grade year, I had a big tragedy. I lost my brother type deal. My younger brother who passed away. So right after he passed away, it was like he passed away early June. I mean, early July, and in football tryouts and all that stuff was going on around like mid July type deal. So I kind of, you feel me, like with all that going on, that kind of, took my mind off of football. That's probably the only time right there. Like I was like, forget football. I really want, on football. But then I had to sit down with my mom, my pops, and also my head coach Gary Jackson at the time, and he told me some good things, some good encouraging stuff. So it kept me wanting to play ball and kept my mind, focused on football instead of drifting off doing other things that probably wasn't gonna be good. So it all worked out.
So it's definitely important to have the right people around. Shout out to Coach Jackson, uh, one of the old coaches for John Adams. He had stepped down last year,
Yeah,
but and also playing respects to Will,
yes, sir.
growing
Yes,
up.
sir.
That being family and everything. But with that tragic incident that happened, how were you able to carry on and actually have that be something that I don't know, like how are you able to handle that and actually move on and have that be something that's positive in your life?
To be honest, it was tough when when all that first happened. Just because he was like we was real close to each other type deal. Like we walked home from school every day. We would do always every play the game together. Like every time I'm playing a game, I got somebody play the game with me type deal. You feel me? So we did everything together, like everything, walk to the store together no matter what. So that was like the toughest part. Like so just trying to fill that void of him not being there. So that kind of, like I said, football just being there and part of my life help with that. And also I just wanted to do something positive or something like that to like help and also had to be strong off the fact of that all that happiness because I'm the oldest child. I know my mom hurt, my dad hurt, and my other siblings hurt, and so I got to try to show some type of strength and resilience for them because I know if I'm hurt, I know they hurting just as bad as I am type deal. So I just always try to be the rock for my family at that time.
And so, that being who you are and the character of who you are, and that's being the man that you are, being somebody that's going to step up to the plate, dealing with those adversities. When did you find yourself saying, like, I got something here? I got something with football, saying that I can take this forward. Was it ever on your mind that I can take this forward? Were you just playing the game?
Uh, I think I didn't. When I really felt like I could take something far was probably like my 10th grade year. You probably remember this game when we played Collinwood, and I had like 5 sacks. Like that was my first time ever having like 5 sacks in a game. So that was like I was like, oh, this I might could do something with this. And then also I don't know if it was that year. Oh, and also we did this thing with Mark Harris with Raw Talent, and I my first time I want to say it was my 10th grade year again, my 10th grade year, and we had went down on this bus tour. We do I don't know if we still do it or not, but we did it like every summer, and we would take kids from the city and take us out to little different college camps. I forget the very first day we went to Ohio State, and I went off like I surprised. It's one of the days you surprise yourself type deal. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was one of them type of deals. You feel me? Because we were doing a whole lot of 1-on-ones and stuff like that. And I remember in high school, we really didn't do 1-on-ones like that. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
we just like just going out there doing 1-on-ones like that, just playing football. I wasn't, you feel me? Because not trying to like talk down on my coaches, but they really didn't really teach us a whole lot of D line moves and stuff like that. I wasn't getting the best like D line coaching. You feel me? So it was just I was really just out there just playing football, like just playing off just like straight talent and ability. And then I just remember that day after we did 1-on-ones, the coaches pulled me back into the coach's office and stuff like that, Ohio State office. And so it was like it was cool to hang out. Well, it was cool just to get that type of recognition.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, man, they trying to take me out, man.
Can you hear
Can you
me?
hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying it was cool to get that type of recognition on your first type of, you feel me, stage, type of little, big stage opportunity. So that was one of the times I was like, I kind of could see myself really taking this football stuff far.
So I can't hear you. Come back out, come back in. Come
All
back out,
right,
come back in, man.
I
Dang,
got you. I got
man.
you.
Hey, so as we keep going through this, I'm not sure what's going on my end. There it is. Here we go, man. Just keep this going. I thank you for everybody that's watching. Sorry for the technical difficulties. But as we speaking on John Adams and the culture, this is not something we out here to bash coaches, but we definitely gonna keep it real, man. This was a high school teammate of mine, and he's not lying about the struggles that we dealt with at John Adams. And I'm gonna have him speak towards that. But some of my own experience was I didn't know how to backpedal when I got to college. And that's crazy to say, playing strong safety. I went into college not knowing how to backpedal. And I'm gonna let my there he is. So
Yo,
I was letting them know, man, we not bashing our high school coaches, but we're gonna keep it real. And we weren't blessed with some of the opportunities as a Cleveland Heights and Solon and stuff like that. And so I really want to speak towards that. Like, what were some of the difficulties that you went through playing for the Senate? And how were you able to overcome that?
uh, as far as like you said, difficulties like coaching one, but then it's like also in the Senate, the Senate football teams don't get as much support as other teams as far as like in other leagues. You feel me? Because we in the hood and like people don't really want to come to our games like that or really support it like that. You feel me? We get some type of love from alumni, but it don't be the type of love that they go like at Cleveland Heights or Maple Heights. Like they games be packed. You feel me? You
Right.
come to one of our games, it ain't packed like that. So like
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, some games they come out there for like the Kennedy versus Adams versus Kennedy stuff like that. But
Right.
we playing like an East High or East Tech, they ain't about to come out there and really support us like the way they should. You feel me? At least
Right.
at that time they was. I can't speak all the time. No, I ain't really there like as much as I supposed to be there. To be honest with you, you feel me? Show love to my young boys, but I just feel like that's I gotta say that's one of the few things that was bad about the Senate, and that was really it. Real, it was those two things for me. It was the coaching and like the support of the games.
Well, sure. We're not gonna leave out that we only had what one bench press, one
Yeah,
squat rack. You know
but
what I mean? So,
half of that's also because it was a brand new school though. You feel me?
mhm.
As time went by, like right now they got a decent little weight room. You feel me? So I'm gonna put that only because we was like we was the first crew to go through it. So, but like at the end of the day, I feel like we wanted it more too though. Like we weren't gonna let nothing like that stop us. We all wanted the ball.
So it was a whole different atmosphere at John Adams, man. Especially when we go back and we see the kids now. We weren't blessed with the stuff that they have now. We didn't have a field. And I want the audience to really know what we were dealing with walking to practice with our stuff and even dealing with different gangs in the area.
For
Uh,
sure.
it was just a crazy time, man. But you were able to have a good career at Adams. And I want you to speak to that senior year, like when you put it all together and making your choice to go to school.
All right. So building up to my senior year, well, basically, me being at Adams, I played all 4 years. You feel me? We was a small school, so basically all was all hands on deck when we first got there. You feel me? So that all helped me. You feel me? As far as getting more knowledge, more get my body more. You feel me? More reps and everything like that. So by the time I was a senior, I was literally like ranked like top 20 players in the area. You feel me? I was getting looks from schools all the time. It was colleges coming up there all the time. That was before my senior year, like my junior year, anything like that. They started coming up there. Uh, I was getting multiple sack games and stuff like that. I want to say at one point in time during my senior and junior year, I was ranked like real high in max preps. I was like leading the nation at one point. Like I had like 10 sacks or something at one point. That once I finished the season with about 20 sacks that year. My junior year, my senior year, I started getting more double teams and stuff like that. But I still had about like 15 sacks or something that year. It was I had a pretty good year. It was just and then as far as like coming down to choosing the school, uh with me I had a difficult time because my grades wasn't the best and stuff like that. So a lot of schools that I kind of wanted to go to, like Old State or the big name schools, they kind of wouldn't mess with me because of things like that. My grades wasn't the best. But Syracuse University stuck with me through my difficult time of me trying to get my grades to rise back up, and you feel me, having to go to little summer school and stuff like that. They stuck with me and they wanted me there. They showed me that they wanted me the best. And to be honest, it was really gonna be between like Syracuse and Akron because I was my mom, because like I was telling you, like I said, I'm like like a rock for my family type deal. So I wanted to try to stay home, just be close to the fam and make sure I'm doing what I gotta do to help out my mom and my dad and brothers and sister. You feel me? So, but my mom had to sit down, talk with me, let me know like don't worry about none of that. Like you feel me? Just make sure I'm making the best decision for me. And when she told me all that, I just went out and had to do my thing in Syracuse.
How is that when you go, man? Look, let's be real, man. We like, how is it when you go away to school, your freshman year, your parents not there? You know what I mean? You dropped off on the campus. It's just you. How is your first year? Because I'm gonna just speak for me. That first week of practice, I questioned, was I a college football player? You know what I mean? I wasn't prepared enough to go through the sprints and the gassers and all. I'm talking about I was tested as a man. I remember calling my mom, like, Mom, I don't know if this is for me. And she had to let me know, like, listen, just stick it out. You know, you're going through some trials right now, but stick it out. But speak towards that. How was your first year at Syracuse, and how were you able to overcome, your first year being away from home?
All right. Put your seatbelt on, bro. All right. So I had a different experience than most people, bro. So like I was telling you before, my grades and stuff like was all messed up and stuff. So I had to, get my grades back right, mess with the SET, all that other stuff. Anywho, so I didn't get to campus until literally the first day of camp. You feel me? So that's when I got to campus. Most people at Syracuse, I don't know about other schools, but I know most people in at Syracuse, they had recruits and like the new class. They all come in at like late May, early June. So they all do workouts and do a little class and get a little credit and stuff before camp and everything. But anywho, I didn't get there until the day before camp. And like I was telling you, like we said before, coming from high school, I wasn't getting like the best coaching. All we knew was A gap, C gap. You feel me? A, B, and C gap. That's all we knew. I knew swim and rip move. That's about it. You feel me? Go get the quarterback.
Right.
When I got to college, bro, it was a straight culture shock. Like that was my first time seeing that they film practice. What are we doing? We got his cameras on all day, every day. Like you feel me? Like really like real deal tour days. You feel me? Like it's serious. Like it was my first time even hearing the word thug. Like I never even heard that
Right,
word. Like
right. Real talk.
we was tackling every day in practice. Like every day, every drill was a tackle drill. You
Big fact.
feel me? Like
Yeah.
it was crazy, bro. I was hearing things like 1 eye, 2 eye, tech, every 5 tech, all that stuff. None of that stuff meant, bro. Like I was in a whole new like culture shock for real, bro. It was like my other D linemen and stuff was laughing at me and me just because like I didn't know what the hell they was talking about, bro. I was lost, bro. It just took a long time for me like really to get my feet up under me, understand what's going on. Cause like I said, like I really got the day before camp, so like everybody was bigger and stronger than me because they was throwing me around left and right, bro. It was really bad. I ain't gonna say a lot to you. I wish I could have that tape to sit there and watch it because I know I was getting my ass beat up, bro.
Don't let me
Pause.
ever see that tape, boy. I never let you live it down,
Yeah,
man.
bro. I know it was bad, bro. But I feel like after camp, once like the season started rolling, I started, started catching a little, started getting a little groove of things. But the hard part about that was football started getting because football started slowing down because they got you to go to class, so you only have a practice about an hour or two. But the hard part about that was start dealing with school. Then school was big transition from going to you feel me, clicking public schools to going to a real college, bro. And like
Right.
Syracuse, like one of it ain't an Ivy League, but it's damn near close to Ivy League. You feel me? So it's like that's a real school, and that was a big transition for sure.
I think a lot of people leave that part out, like the student athlete part, man. It's the preparation. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, dealing with them Cleveland schools, we not prepared as much as we wish to be. And that's just, an unfortunate thing. But, you were able to get through that, through the schoolwork and become a starter. How did that happen? How did you become a starter, man? And how like speak towards that transition. Going from getting bullied around to now you the man.
Uh, I tips up, to my the older guys, get me together, like guys like Chan Jones, Bud, Andrew Jones, there's a whole bunch of guys, man. They was sitting there getting me together, man, like every day. Like even though, cause they all saw my potential in me. At the end of the day, like you feel me, like you could tell when somebody got something in them, but they ain't figured it out yet, type deal. You feel me? As an older player, you see it now in younger players. Like when at that moment, I was just out there, just winging it, bro. But they all saw a little potential in me, so they took time out their day to sit down and teach me when the after meetings. You feel me? When meetings over with, the coach, the coach got to go do other stuff. They took time out. They, get me right. To help me do drills and just teach me more things, give me more pointers and tips. So with all that stuff, and then after they left, it was my time to shine. Be real with you. You feel me?
That's
So
what's up.
I had some real OGs, man. That really held me down, got me together.
So one of the the pictures that I when I asked them making the flyer, It looked like Jameis. That was Jameis Winston, right?
Yeah.
Speak to playing against some of these guys that you've seen on Sundays, man, and being able to dominate and seeing these guys and being on the same level.
No, for sure. I definitely played against a whole lot of stars in college for sure. It's exciting, bro. This is the fact. It's exciting, but also humbling at the same time. You feel me? But as far as like playing with them on when I in college, it was definitely I knew in those games the cameras was gonna be out and everybody was gonna be seeing them games for sure. So I always want to try to play your best, but also that's when you realize what you really got because. Playing against James Winston, I played against them when they won a championship the first time. I played against twice. So I played against them my junior year when they won a championship. They was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like they was killing us. Like I don't think we scored that game. It was bad. Anywho, but the next year I don't know if it was us or them, but I feel like that game was a lot. Was a lot better. I feel like I was a lot stronger, faster, and I actually hit them a couple times that game. So I don't know if it was us or them, but I feel like as long as more I play and the more experience I got, I feel like the game become easier. It ain't you ain't really shocked or what is it like stargaze or what is it? I don't know the word I'm looking for,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Right.
starstruck. You feel me? Because they just
Starstruck.
regular guys. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when you first get out there, you feel that like oh this that guy or this I played against like what's his name what's the guy from USC not Matt Liner but I forget his name. I played against Robert Woods and all them guys, Marquise Lee. So I played
Mm.
I played at the Coliseum and I also played them at MetLife. So it's like when you play big games like that, you feel me, the whole world watching. You just want to make sure it's the big light zones, them lights shining. So you got to make sure you do your job. You don't get embarrassed out here. You make a play. You feel me?
And y'all was
Stuff
able
like
to play
that.
in a bowl game as well, right? Speak to that.
Yeah, I played in 3 bowl games at my time in Syracuse. I played in the Pinstripe Bowl twice, and I played in the Texas Bowl. Pinstripe Bowl, we played those games in what's the baseball team? The Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, New York.
Yankee Stadium, and I ain't gonna lie, that's a pretty cool bowl game. This was the fact that you in New York around New Year's time, so around between New Year's and Christmas is always a good little vibe to be in New York around that time. That's pretty dope. And with the Texas Bowl, we played that game in the Texas Stadium, the Houston Texas Stadium. So that's pretty dope. We played in the first 2 bowls. Let me go back. First, also I want to say I'm 3-0 at my bowl games. I ain't never lost a bowl game. I want to throw that out there. You
Yeah,
feel me? Got some rings at the house.
I
So,
got you.
but the first game we played Kansas State. My freshman year, I was redshirted, so I didn't necessarily play. You feel me? But hey, I was out
Right.
there. The second year we played West Virginia with Geno Smith when the
Oh,
boys had Tavon Austin them.
yeah.
Another another thing, he never went off against us either. We always shut Tavon
Ooh.
Austin down. I can say that. That's
Hey,
one thing I
let
can
it know.
say.
Hey, let them know, man.
You
Talk that.
feel me? We had some battles with them boys. That was our college rival was West Virginia. You feel me? Before we all switched up conference, but my first 2 years in the Big East, it was West Virginia. That was our rival. So I got to talk a little stuff when it comes to them. But
Yeah.
and who else? And in my third bowl game, we played against Minnesota, which was a hell of a game. We ended up winning that game like on the last like fourth quarter drive type deal. So that was a big one for us. So like I had a great experience my time. You feel me? In Syracuse, I played some big games.
And so from there, we move on and the college career is over. What's going through your mind? What's your prep? What's next for you?
My after college, the goal is definitely NFL. You feel me? For most college players, I don't see nobody playing that ball. Playing football without thinking about being in the league. So that was the goal. But so my story a little crazy. So after I played college, like my second to last game, I had tore my labrum, and right after the season, I had to get surgery. You feel me? So with that being said, and me not necessarily being a high, quality or like high round pick type deal, a lot of teams really wasn't messing with me. So I was rehabbing and also getting ready for pro day all at the same time. You feel me? Which is like a difficult task. Each by itself is difficult alone. You feel me?
Right.
So I was doing both of those all at the same time, and So let's like fast forward to about after around draft time, everything like that. Draft come, I don't hear my name, nothing like that. But literally the day, like literally, like, as soon as the clock go off at the draft, like clock is zero. I'm getting phone calls from like 3 or 4 different teams asking me to come out to the camp. You feel me? Come to mini camp, undrafted type deal. It was like the Jets, the Raiders, a couple other teams, and I was telling them all like I would love to come out there, but I'm still rehabbing my shoulder. Like, so I don't mind being out there. I want to be out there, and compete as whatever I could do. But they always saying no, we can't do nothing with you. You get back with us, or to your agent to get in contact with us. So long story short, nothing like that happened. Nothing really went through, and I ended up making my way overseas from an opportunity that literally came out the whim. Be honest with you, like the guy hit me up on Facebook, and I got an opportunity to play overseas, and that was really one hell of an experience.
And where did you go overseas?
I went. The name of the team. Okay, the name of the area is called Patois. I don't know how to spell it, to be honest with you, but it's right outside of Paris though, like maybe 30, 40 minutes outside of Paris. So it was dope to be out there in France. I'm trying to think of the name of the team. The name of the team is the Cougars, but I forgot to say the full name. It's Alamon Cougar or something like that. But it was so long ago. I'm sorry, like 5, 6, 7 years ago. So I'm sorry, but definitely the Cougars, and dope experience again. Like I said, just being out there, being outside of my comfort zone, being a whole other place that, like again, like in college, like something like I've never experienced. So it's definitely like a culture shock for sure. Like everything is different. Now I'm in an area where they don't really speak the same language as me. They don't really eat all the same foods we eat. Like they doing whole things a lot differently. You feel me? But I wouldn't trade that experience for the world just because I got to see life from a different, point of view and different scope. It was amazing.
You feel me? I don't want to get the cussing on here, but N words and pairs, you already know.
Real
But
deal, real deal.
but it's wild to me because to go from Cleveland and to go and play international, man, that's big, man. And I went to Paris, and I don't want to diss Paris, but I just wasn't a big fan. I wasn't a big fan of the food. They were on strike, so I didn't get the experience that I really wanted. And plus, it was cold. I don't like the cold, so
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't
It
have the
is.
best experience. But what was one of the best things that you were able to take from Paris?
Shoot, the culture and like just seeing different things, like seeing the Eiffel Tower. I saw some real life castles out there. You feel me? I never seen a castle in my life.
Wow.
They got palace, like the Palace of Versailles. I went to go see that a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a different type of vibe out there. Also, one of my roommates, he taught me how to play poker. You feel me? This like the life lesson right there. I
Right,
like,
right.
but it's really dope though. Like the people are cool. It's like they really like they show you love, man. Especially when they know, like, you feel me, you from the States, and you feel me, you don't know, you feel me. They don't know they know that you don't know the lifestyle, the culture like that. They try to bring you in, stuff like that, and show you the way. There's some good people out there, like some lifetime friends for sure.
So we not gonna get away with letting them know that you won a championship out there, right?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Okay.
Definitely won a championship. And
Record holder.
also definitely broke some sack records out there too. That's still in place. I want to say 19 sacks. So that was dope. I was like in newspaper articles, all type of deals. You feel me? And I still can't even read the articles because I don't. My French is very, you feel me, very bad. But just the fact that you feel me, I was like really giving me love out there, and not to really, I don't want to like like this them nothing like that, but out there it's a big difference between here and there. Like over here, football is our main sport. You feel me? So over there, their main sport is like soccer. So the football is very different type deal. So like they wasn't as aggressive, but like their technique wasn't all the way as polished because again, like they ain't their main sport. So depending on where you go overseas, it's low key easy. You feel me? I'm not going to say, like I said, I don't want to disrespect them because there is some diamonds in the roughs out there too now. Like I ain't gonna say there's some dogs out there for sure, depending on where you play at and who you play with. But it is it's tad bit easier over there. And also, one more thing, I want to give a shout out to my boy Monte Gaddis because he one of the reasons that made me want to go play overseas because I think the year before I came out, he went to go play overseas in Poland. I was like, that's one of my boys that I grew up with. I said, if he could do it, I could go out there too. So you feel me? Shout out to my boy.
Two legends, man. Well, shout out to Monte Gaddis. Growing up with him, he's also a legend for sure. Going out there to Poland doing this thing, So shout out to Monte, man. But you went out there, did your thing, and probably it was easy because you did have the talent. You know what I mean? You are who you are. But after you got done with the season, you just had an unbelievable season. What was next for you? Like, what was your mindset? What did you want to happen from there?
My mom said I wanted to, try to do something and get as far as getting back in the league or something like that. Try to get opportunity to do something, but nothing was really working for me. I really, I kind of blame myself. I feel like I wasn't, more driven or like really like go out there and push and get like like a different agent or something like that. But long story short, after I left, France, I came back home, started working for a while, and then I started hung out with you a few times, and you was telling me how opportunity you had as far as playing arena football, and I was like, I ain't really doing that right now. Let me see what that's all about. You feel me? And then we started a little journey. We went down to North Carolina, and we balled out for real, for real. We both did. We went out here, played for arena football team in Raleigh, for the Triangle Torch. Something what happened. Our first year we went to the championship game. We didn't win, but we definitely went crazy.
We can speak on that, man. I gave up a tutty at the end. It's all good, man.
We got moss too, but we ain't gonna tell nobody. We got
Hey, man, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna make no excuses. Your boy was playing on one leg, man.
you for
So
sure was. You for sure was,
you
bro.
feel
For
me?
like 3-4 games playing on one leg, going crazy, bro.
You feel me? So
It was definitely the heart of the defense too. I ain't we gonna say that too. Definitely with
oh,
the heart of the defense.
that's big, bro. I appreciate it.
You
You would never
feel me?
admit that outside of this, so I
You
take
can't. I can't. You can't. Go ahead on, man. Don't do it.
it. And I skipped past this, man, because I wanted to ask you, you know, we argue all the time, 2010, 2009, man. I want to get it on record. So you had a better season in high school. Your junior year, you said you had more sacks, but you want to say you got double team more your senior year. But I would say that you had more dogs your junior year, and I know you would differ, but how was it playing with the 2019 and the 2010? Man, I don't want to make you choose here or which one was better, but just kind of speak towards the different dynamics of those teams.
What I will say is 2009, we had a better overall roster. You feel me? We not gonna sit here and not gonna act like that. Not gonna act like they didn't play a part of it. You feel me? For sure, with a better roster. So, so like my last year, the guys up under us wasn't as talented as the guys above us. If that makes sense. You feel me? So that played a huge role in that. I'm not gonna. Yeah, y'all had some dogs in our class. Carlos Russell, Terrell Clemens. You feel me? Just to name a couple guys. So it will. Y'all, it played a big role. And then the next year, I feel like it was more on my plate. As me being a senior, and me being, you feel me, having most experience, stuff like that. So I was trying to bring guys along, type deal. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But it's easier when you got guys ahead of you. You feel me? That know what's going on, and you could just ball out and do your thing. So I could definitely say that your year was way better talent on the whole team.
So, man, the community is something that we both came up in, inner city of Cleveland. Like we said, we was dealing with difficulties getting to practice and stuff like that. For the next generation of the kids that's coming up, is this something that you could tell them to make them stay focused or, really pushing towards them dreams? Like something that you had to do that you could give advice on that to show them, your dreams could come true if you did this.
Most important thing in life, real like you really got to make sacrifices for what you want. Like if you want to do something special, you want to do something great, you got to do something you never did. Like you got to like work differently. You got to realize everybody don't have your vision. So everybody, you can't move like everybody else. If you want to do something everybody else ain't doing, type deal. You feel me? So don't try to fall into, you feel me, what's going on around you. You feel me? To try to take your mind somewhere else to be where you want to go. If that makes sense. You just gotta always know that it's somebody here going through something worse than you. But always don't forget to bring up the people around you to also, you feel me? They may not have the same vision, but you gotta just try to speak to them and try to bring them, push them up with you too, cause Cleveland tough place. We all know that. I can hear you now. I can't hear you. Hey, I'm gonna exit and come back. Hello. I still don't hear you. I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. You can hear me though? Damn, I can't hear nothing you saying. I have to see your mouth. You press your button, bro. You hit the mic button. Damn, it's tough. All right. Yo, I can't hear you at all. That's terrible. Ask the chat. Hey, chat, can y'all hear this nigga? Ain't that what Ocho and them be saying? Try to refresh your page or something. What up, y'all? Who all on here?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Here it is, man. Golly, man.
The devil be
It's
working,
cool.
man.
It's cool. We're gonna chop it up and it's gonna be all right.
There we go.
All right, man. So it's Super Bowl weekend. Pat Mahomes, them boys sitting up there. Who you got, man? Who you got in this? Who you got winning this thing?
It's tough. All right. So if you want, like, it's tough to go against Pat Mahomes. Let's just be honest, bro. That man different. He different. He different. But I personally, I want to see the 49ers win because I like that boy Trent. He a dog. I want to see him get a ring. I want to see Christopher McCaffrey get a ring. That boy a dog too. You feel me? I just want to see, I like the 49ers, man. That D line special. I love a good D line. So you feel
Right.
me?
Right.
I want to see them boys get a ring. Me personally.
So is that more of a preference, or do you really feel like they got this?
It's more of a preference because, like I said, you cannot go against Pat Mahomes, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
really cannot, bro. He's different. So at the end of the day, I know it's gonna be a good game because it's so many stars gonna be on this field. So I know there's gonna be a lot of plays being made. It's gonna be really exciting to watch. But as far as who gonna win, it's really a toss up for me. I can't even tell you who gonna win.
So I'm gonna go out on the ledge and say I can't bet against Patty Mahomes. That's like you
You
saying.
can't, bro.
And my biggest thing is the defense is something that we don't usually talk about with the Chiefs, but they have stepped up. And just to watch how they played Lamar Jackson was crazy. You know, like this man is the MVP of the league, and they was able to hold him to what? How many points? I think they scored 10 points. And
if that,
it,
if that, it was barely.
right,
Yeah,
you
it was
feel me?
bad. It was bad.
So the defense is stepping up along with Patty Mahomes. I'm gonna go with Pat Mahomes, man.
I respect it.
You know what I mean? I can't get mad at the 49ers winning it. I think Christian McCaffrey is on a mission. That boy was running that ball hard.
Hey, he deserved MVP, bro. I'm tired of all these quarterbacks getting it. I love Lamar Jackson. You feel me? Don't get it twisted, but he ain't doing nothing special this year. Like McCaffrey was doing something special, bro. So I feel like he deserved that MVP. And also back on that Chiefs defense, somebody else won't talk about enough is Steve. What's his name? The corner. I know
The
the last
corner.
the corner for the Chiefs. Steve or something like that.
I'm not even hit.
The one who jammed
Oh
Hill.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he low key went like, this whole year he been going crazy, bro. This whole
Mhm.
year, like he been going crazy. So I feel like he had to see somebody they need to talk about more. They don't give him enough love. I feel like, in my personal opinion, like
That's
he one
that's
of them.
that's facts because sure, I didn't even know who you was talking about, to be
Yeah, that's
honest.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But you remember that play though? You feel me? And he locked down Tyree 2 times this year for real. You feel me? They played the boys twice, and he was on them both times. So yeah, that boy
And
he different.
that's what I'm saying. That's crazy because they go in there and they beat Miami. They weren't beating easy. They didn't have an easy path to the Super Bowl,
They
man.
did. They really did.
And they came in there and they was whooping people, man. So shout out to the Chiefs, man. I think this is gonna be a good time. Where you watching the game at?
Right here at the crib for the most part. I ain't really got nothing set up.
There it is, man. So you also signed with a new team this year, man. Speak towards that.
Oh, okay. All right. First of all, I didn't even tell you how many years I played. So as far as arena goes, this be my 7th year playing arena football. I played 2 with the team. Me and you played for the Triangle Torch. I also played after that. I played 3 years with the Carolina Cobras, and I also played in Spokane with the Spokane Shock. And this right here will be my 7th year, and I'm about to play with the Orlando Predators. And this right here will be like the highest level of arena football called the AFL. They had back in the day was like the Cleveland Gladiators and stuff like that. So this is gonna be pretty dope. This to be playing on that stage and that level. You feel me? It's gonna be should probably be the best competition, but it'll be the same competition I feel like I played with last year personally. But I'm excited for that, man, because it's about to be season is right around the corner. Our first game is late April. I want to say April 27th. So I'm just excited just to get back on that field, man. It's been a long off season. Man, you suck. I'm about to. Yo, yo, yo. You hear me?
Yeah, for the people talking about they can't hear me, is Peter Sains wants to call me.
Yeah, man, your Wi-Fi broke.
No, it ain't my Wi-Fi. It's Peter Sains wanting to call me when he know I'm talking to Mike Rob, man. So
Oh, tell Pops I said what up, man.
no, that's Pete. That's Pete. I
Oh,
ain't
that's
even
Pete. Okay, I
Pops.
thought. Okay. I thought it was Uncle. My
That's
bad.
cousin Pete,
What
man.
up, cuz?
Hey, man, we only got a
Hurt
few
nobody. I
few
know
more.
you ain't gonna hurt nobody, Pete.
We only got a few more minutes, man. But we were speaking. You there, Mike? Mike, you there? There you go.
Hold on, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, bet.
Yeah, so we was talking about being on this new team, AFL coming back. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Hold up. One more time. Okay, hold up. We might be good. Hey, Pete, can you hear me? Am I good? Can y'all hear me?
Can you
All
hear
right,
me?
bet. We good. We good. We good.
Man, this is some difficult stuff right now, man.
Yeah, man. Don't worry.
The,
Don't worry, bro.
I already know it. The AFL, man. So people that's not hip to the AFL, arena football. The difference in that being the difference of the sport of being outdoor in the arena. Can you speak to that? What is the difference for you? And do you think if you could play this game, can you play? Can you play outdoors, or do you see a translation to both games? Transition.
Uh, the biggest difference is that the field is smaller and there's less players on the field. So in indoor, it's 8 players on the field, and there's just slightly different rules. Indoor, they always got a motion man running up the field and stuff like that. And with a few different leagues, there's other different rules too. But for the league I'm in, it's mostly pass plays 90% of the game. They do a couple of run plays here and there. And also, most of the running backs in this league are big O linemen for the most part. Sometimes they might have a real running back, but it's mostly O linemen. Like I said, because they pass 90% of the game. But if you could play, okay, it's a little adjustment for most people when it comes from outdoor to indoor because like things are a lot faster, a lot smaller, so you can't really take no real like no misstep, none of that stuff like that because it'll kill you. But if you're good at indoor, you'll be great outdoor because your feet, your hands, and your everything will be on point because you've been playing indoor and everything been so compact. So once you get out there in space, you will be good, choppy, your feet be crazy. But at the end of the day, it's a different game, but it's still football at the end of the day. So it's in my personal opinion, I like indoor because it's real exciting as far as like you could have a lead and you think the game over with, you think you're about to win, and the league will change literally like in literally like 10 seconds. 30 seconds at most. You're in the lead of change. Like you lose by 2 touchdowns in like 30 seconds. Crazy.
You got to let them know you a running back too, man.
Oh yeah, I did have a little time running the ball. Now I did get a couple touchdowns. Hold up, I did. I had my time doing it. It was fun.
Yeah, man, that was crazy watching them games. I'm like, man, where you get this from, man? Like, what?
I ain't gonna lie though, man. I ain't really get no real like that was like I said, playoff straight ability right there because they would teach me a little stuff, but they weren't really teaching me no running back stuff like that. So I was just go out there just going, just playing football at the end of the day. Hopefully I don't got to play it this year, but if I do, I'm down to do it. You feel me? It's fun, low key. I just want to get a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, in fact, did they throw you the ball? Or was you just getting the hand on?
No, they never throw me the ball, but I'm always down for it now. Don't get it
I don't
twisted,
know.
but they.
I don't know, man.
I'm always down for it, but they ain't really throw me the ball. I was get a couple toss. That's about it. They ain't really throw it to me.
Hey, so I don't know if you heard the news today. The Browns are thinking about moving the stadium, man. Being from Cleveland, we went to some games together. But speak to that. How do you feel about the Browns moving the stadium? And they were talking about next to the airport.
I'm personally not a fan of that because like seeing the Brown Stadium downtown is a staple of our downtown. Like we love, riding past the Brown Stadium or like when it's actually game day, riding downtown and walking around downtown after the game, before the game, and vibing out. You feel me? All the tailgating action that's going on down there. So it's always a vibe. You feel me? Having the Browns downtown, right next to the lake. You feel me? It is. it's that I don't know. It's a special vibe to it. You feel me? If that makes sense, a little aura to it. You feel me? So I don't personally don't know if I'm gonna like it when it happens. They switch it up out there. I don't know. I got to see it. But
Yeah,
as of hearing it right now, I'm not a fan of it. To be honest with you.
that was a question that Pete wanted me to ask you personally because he ain't feeling it, man. He was just like,
Yeah,
I want to hear what Mike Rob got to say, but he was just like, man, I ain't feeling it. Uh, he's just like used to the originality of the Browns being downtown. You know what
for
I mean? Being
sure.
able to walk up that hill and go to the casino and having that time
Exactly.
after the game. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
That's what I'm
So
saying.
I'm one of those people that's like I'm not opposed to change. You know, when you go to Las Vegas, uh, you can see them right off of the airport. You see that big old stadium, and you know when people are coming into Cleveland, I think that is something that they could see like, oh, the stadium's right there. But you know, that's later on down the line. I did want to throw that question in there, man. But going into this season, what do you want people to remember you as? Is going into this season, having a good season. What do you want to come out of this? Of course, the championship, but as far as you personal goals.
Personal goals, like you said, quarter championship. I want to be all AFL player. I want to lead the league in sacks. So that's my goal. Like that's but first and foremost, I lead my team in sacks. So last year, when I was in the NAL, my teammate this year, he led the league in sacks last year. So I'm battling against him. That's going to be a little fun competition we're gonna be having. But at the end of the day, that's my main goal. I want to get a championship. I want to be an all AFL player, and I want to lead the league in sacks. Those are my main goals.
Last question for you, man. At the end of the day, not just football related, but when it's all said and done, who does Micah Robinson want to be remembered as? What do you want to be remembered as?
Uh, a winner. I want to be remembered as a winner. I want to be remembered as a person who helped his team, put his team in the best position, who always went out there and fought, no matter what the outcome was. Went out there and put his head down and worked and made something happen.
There it is, man. I appreciate your time today. That's Micah Robinson. You can catch this episode. Hey, man, we're going to have to bring this back, especially after
For
the
sure,
season, see how you did. And I wish you the best, man, going into the season, man. I'm rooting for you.
for sure. Love you, cuz. Thanks for having me, man. I definitely appreciate the opportunity.
For sure. Love you too, man. Hey, that's Insane Sports Podcast. We'll catch you next time. Peace.